All right.
You really not attacking this one?
You'll see.
Excellent.
All right. Hi.
Hi.
I'm.
Yeah.
Am I hot? Chat, answer that. Okay. Don't answer. All right. This is Fallout 3. Completed quickly. The any percentage category means I'm just gonna complete it quickly. There's a few other categories that other people made up, but they're arbitrary and they mean nothing. But this just means like, just get the game done. This is no such thing as. There's no such thing as single segment because the thing I'm going to be abusing the most is quick my loading and when I load a save. And there's 3 interesting things that loading a save can do. But first, we're going to do some baby rage. Skip the cutscene. Yeah, I don't want to set the world on fire or this Twitch VOD. So, all right. So we first act as a baby, and we can actually control the baby with Alt.
What's happening there? Can someone explain? What's funny about that?
You can make the baby cry in the opening cutscene. Yeah. I lost my gold splint. This matters. Alright. I didn't even press that down. Okay. So it doesn't matter if you're a boy or a girl, or like what you look like or anything, so you can skip by this whole thing. Typically when we do real-time runs, we just start the timer from a save loaded in the beginning. But this gives me more time to explain the fact that right when I'm a kid, you're going to be seeing me abusing saving and loading. That's why I bound it to Q and E, because I'm going to be pressing those buttons a lot. Q I'm going to have bound to quick save, and E as quick load. When you load a game, 3 things can happen. You cannot hear dialogue from an NPC, like undynamic dialogue from an NPC when you load the game. So if someone's talking next to you or something, the dialogue is going to get cut out. So I can skip like all of Dad's dialogue when I'm a baby, as long as I don't have to respond with an answer or something, because that's called dynamic dialogue. When you also reload a game, your character comes into the environment before anything else does, and you can abuse that for like half a second before it's even noticeable to clip through things and go out of bounds and do lots of stuff. And I'll explain the third one later. Alright. Bye, Dad. Red ball, over the bed. Well, okay. Into the thing, he's gonna... That's actually the worst spot. Gonna smack it open. We're gonna become big and strong. Okay. Oh, let's get the bear. Alright. So, you saw me skip Dad's dialogue there. Gonna do it again. I'm gonna do it 4 times, but I have to hear his footsteps. Alright.
That's how I open
It's a pretty good time. Now we're gonna skip this birthday party, because it's lame. We're gonna go out of this door as soon as we can. Alright. Because we load in before the door does, ever so slightly. Gonna immediately get a gun, because that's what responsible children do.
What are you doing down?
I would leave the vault now, and I can. I can even leave the vault with a baby with this like out of bounds trick, but which is pretty funny. You suck, Jonas. I'll just shoot you. Shooting him is faster. He comes into the room sooner than later, and you don't have to push him into the room. And this is the final boss of the game.
Gee, you showed us.
Yeah,
Good work.
he's really tough.
Hey, Jonas, get a picture of me with a big game.
It's the only enemy you kill in the game.
Smile.
Smile. Oh, nobody smiled. I promise, we're all happy. Alright, so now that we're 16, because 10 plus 6 is 15, and so now we're going to get out of the vault as soon as we can. We're not going to get any stimpaks or anything because I've played this a lot and I know what can hurt me, and so
You've got a
I'm not going to get hurt. Come on. If it takes forever, it typically will work eventually. There we go. We're over here. If you go out of bounds too much, it'll have to reset you to something called the COC. They call it that because when you type in the console command, which is this thing, you can go in. You can type in the COC, and you'll go to an origin point on every map. So the origin point of this map was the origin point on this map. And all the other ones are exactly if I went too far out of bounds and then I suddenly appear inbounds again, that's where the COC of that room is. So those are the two things that reloading a game can do from the get-go. It can skip dialogue. Oh, that guy's fun, isn't he? And he can like cause us to abuse the fact that there's collision. So if you're standing in a specific spot, looking in a specific direction, and holding a specific direction, and like moving in a specific place, and all this stuff, a lot of optimal routes, and it's not easy to clip out. But once you know like sensitive areas on a map, you can find a good area to clip out of bounds. That's the second fastest place within Dad's office to clip out. You can also jump on the table to the right as soon as you turn 16. Like I said earlier, you can leave at any age, but we leave when we're 16 because this is our fastest movement speed. And there are 2 5-minute walking segments. And there are dogs in this run, more than the obvious, but there's in this walking section, the RNG that you would want is for a dog to appear, because a dog can come up and push you in the butt and actually give you a small speed boost. Right here, I'm doing something called slope jumping, because when you jump, you gain, I don't know, you gain vertical height and altitude, and when you hold forward, you gain forward altitude. So if you jump and hold forward, you'll go diagonally up, which is the fastest route for going up a diagonal slope. And since in this game you also bring your legs closer to your chest rather than your head closer to the ground when you crouch, you can reduce the time it takes for you to touch the ground again after you jump in the air in the first place. So it saves a very useless amount of time by slope jumping, and it lets me spend some time to talk about stuff instead of being silent during these walking sections.
How convenient.
Oh, it's a dog! Yeah, speed boost! Guys, you see how fast we went there? Alright. Yeah, probably. We're gonna have to check. Have to play back this. Maybe it's record. Record, by the way, is 18 minutes and 55 seconds game time, which is without the opening tutorial when you're in, I don't know, in being born, and minus the loading screens also. Held by Rydao, super cool French guy. He came out of nowhere, scooped it up, and he's super optimal. Other people in the community like Hurimaru, Pro Gaming with Ed, Ranarith, Stone Knot, Craft Lab, Sexual Tyrannosaurus. A lot of cool people. Sloppy Joe. I don't want to keep naming people because then I'll forget someone, but yeah, this route has gone through a lot of changes, and I picked it up about a year ago, and I used to hold record. I got like the first sub 24 time and the first sub 23 time, but now it's just insane, and I don't have the time or the effort to put in runs every day, and I've got too many games, and yeah, other people that are just I don't know.
I guess it was nothing.
Other people that have the time to make this optimal took it away from me, so I don't mind. The record isn't a big deal, but like it's the fact that like I'm really happy that I could have like brought attention to this so other people could be all like, hey, this is cool, and actually like improve this game by a lot. When there's only one person running a game, it's never going to be optimal. You need a group of people to find all the tricks. Like when Bloodborne just came out recently, like I don't know, the 10 people that you would expect to play it totally did, and they found so much stuff. So it just took a big group of people to find a bunch of stuff and follow it here. Doing more slope jumping. There's enemy spawns in this area. It's always going to be like a rad scorpion's always going to spawn in that rad scorpion spot, and that bloatfly could have been a dog or a mole rat. This is our first case of super mutants. They have some funny dialogue. Oh my god, we're stuck in a rock. Okay. Okay, that didn't hurt. It was behind the rock. That might hurt. And we're good. Even if things do hurt, we can avoid damage by doing the quick save and quick load thing to like stutter everything all the time. So it's not even a problem. Later on, we'll be seeing enemies that want to shoot us all the time, and especially a guy with a rocket launcher towards the end of the game. And you can completely avoid him and just manipulate the AI by doing quick saving and quick loading to avoid that. And coming up here in Little Lamplight, you've noticed... Oh, by the way, yeah, I didn't like go to Megaton or anything. I went this way. Should have mentioned that earlier. The route is Little Lamplight, Vault 88. No, Little Lamplight, Vault, Murder Pass, Vault 88. Raven Rock, Vault 101, Citadel, Jefferson Memorial, and I beat the game. Went out of bounds, reset my position on the map. Gotta jump up here first. And now, this is the second thing that the game can do with quick loads. It still thought that I was in water when I reloaded the game, because when I reloaded it, I was in water. So now I'm swimming out of bounds. Yeah, it is beautiful. Honey, come look. And you can get to the door, and it just saves like 15 seconds doing that. You don't have to walk all the way around and clip through a gate. This left route through Murder Pass is fresh for a marathon. It hasn't been seen at one yet. We typically have gone right in the past, but this is a lot more fun because we can die. Jump on the barrel. Okay.
Game's over.
I hope not. That would be a shame. I don't know. Another barrel jump that I'm not going to get. Told you. See, it's intended if I say I'm not going to get it. Oh, get juked. Okay. Alright, so I got no stim packs, no armor, no guns. You don't need to kill anything. Yeah. You can clip through some doors, it's faster. The doors that I do walk through and the doors that I clip through are routed out. This is almost all muscle memory at this point. So it doesn't... I'm not just clipping through the doors that I feel like clipping through. Some doors are easier to clip through than others. We're going to go out of bounds here. It's just a little faster. Come on. It's faster. Like, it wouldn't have been faster by now, of course, but... There we go.
No more game.
I'm quiet intentionally around the super mutants because I want you guys to hear what they have to say. It's Vault 87. I always say it's Vault 88. I don't know why. Playing this game for so long and I don't remember pronouns. Alright, go out of bounds here. So you can reach another door.
It was nothing.
It was nothing. Okay. This is the biggest sequence break of the game, is actually pressing this button. Not grabbing the GECK, but pressing this button, because when you press this button, you activate a quest line that you're not supposed to, because this whole time we were supposed to be taking the goat in like the beginning of the game, but we were like, oh, that's not fun. So we went to go like almost commit suicide and become radiation poisoned and steal a laptop. So more out of bounds. This is actually a trick that's really hard, and I'm going to have to focus so I don't die from the radiation. Getting up here is hard also. There we go. Okay, this took like a lot of practice to figure out how to do correctly. Okay, well we're gonna do it all over again. I quick saved way too late, but it's okay. I have a 30-minute estimate for a 20-minute game. Mistakes look like nothing when you can make your own estimates. Oh, hi. He said that a while ago, dude. Looks like I'm still playing. Ugh. Yeah, they can't shoot through walls.
Wow, launch in.
Go. And we're gonna go third person. Take the GECK through it. I had it. There we go. Back to the origin point on the map. Our rads spiked up. In that room, you typically need like a rad suit, radaway, a fox to help you. Not a fox, but... Okay, let's not die. Okay, we're good. He's dead. I don't know how he died, actually. So this is like the one break in the run where you can, like, I don't know, check your phone or something and not look at chat.
You said that you could jump outside of the vault as a baby. Do you still move around as a baby, or do they load in like the proper model?
You move around as a baby.
Good work, soldier. Sure the GECK is secured.
You will go up to switches in the game, and they will say you cannot press the switch because you're not like the right age or something. But you can beat the game as a baby, though. There's like a way to bypass that. I'm not entirely sure, but there are. I've never bothered to do that because it takes like 5 hours, and I've got better things to do. But it's like you just move way too slow. But you can go up to a switch, and like you can't press this right now because you're not old enough or something like that. But that's not the reason why it can't be beaten as a baby, because you can beat it as a baby. It's just extremely difficult. You're not tall enough to reach some things. No, seriously, fuck you. Don't even want to hear what you have to say. Okay, now we got kidnapped after we took the laptop, the GECK thing, GECK. So now the president's talking to us, but not even the president is an important enough person to listen to. So I have to actually be smart. Okay. Clip out. Clip on, clipping. Slope jumping on staircases. It's not faster, but it sounds cooler. Okay. My personal best is 19 minutes and 34 seconds game time. And I use pretty much all the same things that the 1855 game time does. My health is low, isn't it? That's more interesting. Skip the dialogue of the robots. Or I like to call them brobots because they're bros. Don't kill me. Open the door. That was pretty fast. They can stand there for like 10 seconds and just like talk to you. Which I don't want people to talk to me. I don't know. If I wanted people to talk to me, I would have taken a goat. But I have to talk to the president because he locks this door. It's like when you have to talk to your dad to be nice to get the car keys. I'll give it some thought. Yeah, totally. I'll be on my way then. I'll just... Okay, bye. Alright, another clip-a-rooney. You have to walk over here to hit a trigger on the ground, or else there's going to be an invisible wall. Over here. Now, this is one of the... This can be a big run under. There's a guy with a rocket launcher up here, and he's in Raven Rock. So... I don't know how it came across, but I think like Ranarith or someone, or Hermario, or someone called him Dwayne the Raven Rock Johnson. But you can get past him. No, I did auto walk. It's my bindings were different, so. Yeah, excuse that. We're going to fast travel back to Vault 101 because there's no enemies following us right now. because the enemies haven't loaded in from the outside, and the enemies that were on the inside cannot come back out because we just activated self-destruct on Raven Rock. So, oh, my HP is so optimal right now. Nice. Let's just not take any fall damage, or... That's another thing you can do. You can quick load and it gets rid of fall damage. That probably wouldn't have given me fall damage anyway, I'm just being careful. This is... this is interesting, I don't know. Optimal percent HP.
I want to rewind back 18 minutes where you're like, I'm not taking the stim packs.
Yeah, I'm not gonna... It's just,
Hello.
Hi. Do you have, like... Can I, like...
That doesn't belong to you.
So, I've never stolen from her. I just guessed she had some because she was a merchant. But, let's just use... oh, she took my stim pack. I don't have any. Okay. Whatever. We're good. Just keep going with my heart beating in my ear. Oh, by the way, when we were kidnapped by those pedophiles with guns, they took all our clothes. The game crashed.
That's what you get. Enough for stealing.
Follow 3.exe has stopped responding.
No.
And you can't tab out because it's the borderless... Oh, wait. You can't tab out because it's the borderless window mod. And it's a good thing delete isn't bound to anything. So we are going to keep the timer going because it's a 30-minute estimate on a 20-minute game. I'm going to reload it. Heart Lexicon is now playing Typing of the Dead Overkill. Not even surprised if anyone here has ever played... Oh my god, where am I going? If anyone here has ever played Fallout 3, it crashes all the time, so that's actually part of the story. It's a good thing I did a quick save over there when I was doing the falling damage thing. Because now we're right here. With the perfect health again. Nice. I just make sure I won't go third person again. But you guys know that we're naked. Pretty much. The route used to involve getting stim packs. So we used to like leave the vault as a drug addict with all these injectives, and then just like, and then they kidnap us, take all our clothes and our drugs. What am I going to do with this health? I know where like so many stimpaks are on the route, but for this point on, I don't know where any stimpaks are on the route. I can make a good guess or two, but there's like 4 things that can hurt me as I continue, but I'm just going to be abusing the quick save and quick load thing to get past them. Okay, mole rats are too slow to catch up to us. I hope. You know, chat probably wants an HP check. 6, okay. Just can take 5 damage. Okay, that's a dog. Dogs can catch up to us.
I know that
No, it's not worth it. If I was at home, I'd be like, if I even hear the dog. Okay, we're good.
Yeah.
No. They're not even that bad. Deathclaws are, they can run and catch up to you, but, they're not as bad as a Yaogoi, which is definitely brutal. Let's jump to make this scary. It's like, okay. Now, we're going to Great Itch, which is a risky route and saves barely any time, but fire ants are called fire ants for a reason. Okay. They shoot fire, if you didn't catch on to the... Okay. We're going to get out of bounds again, because you can locate parts of the game to fast travel to, even if you're not in an inbound section, and they don't really... There's no definition of what's inbounds or not. It's pretty much just like... It's kind of like saying what's cheating and what's not cheating. It's just like... you can't go inbounds unless you abuse a mechanic in the game. And this is just a not a developer intended area, I'll call it that. Especially because there's no items and this thing's floating. Alright. 1 HP, I just better not take any big falls. Alright. Now when I reach up this crack, then I can fast travel to the Citadel, which is this building right here. I'm on the inside of it. Whoops. I need to fast travel to the Citadel, and it saves like a lot of walking. See if these people want to talk to us at all. Hello. Your health is low. You may want to use a stim pack or find some water to drink. Oh, I can actually... no, I won't get enough health doing that. But on the swim over, I can drink the water. Which is irradiated. And I can check these boxes real quick. There's some enemies towards the end. No, I don't need a fission battery. It's very hard footlockers. Okay, let's just drink water. Radiation's pretty high, though. Delicious. That's actually pretty good. I'll have some more. Okay, I should be good now. This will be interesting, so I'm not going to leave the water just to make this suspenseful. If that radiation bar goes to the top, I'll die immediately. But it won't. I hope. Okay. Yeah, we're fine. Now that we're here outside of it, even though there's a big wall there, you can just fast travel to the Jefferson Memorial. And they put the fast travel point on the inside. So, now that we're in here, we're just going to go straight to the end of the game. Okay. Okay. And we're going to go to bounds.
You again. I can't say I'm surprised. You and your ilk seem hell-bent on destroying everything our government has worked to achieve. There's nothing to stop me from killing you this time. Let...
I don't want to fight you. Alright. I beat the game. I beat the oh, the best part of the run, if everyone listens up. He says, I guess it was nothing. But it's really hard. It's really faint to hear unless you have like headphones. But
your health is low.
Yeah.
And so it was that the lone wanderer ventured forth from Vol.
2,400 people. Okay.
Intent on discovering the fate of a father who had once sacrificed.
So that was slow intentionally. Like I goofed off a lot, but it was under 30 minutes and it was entertaining. I hope.
How quick is it to get out?
The capital Wasteland proved a cruel.
I can get out of there in like 10 minutes.
Oh, it takes a while.
Yeah, because you move really slowly. And there's only like one spot where you can clip out because like you need to have enough movement speed to be when you reload the game, you can move a certain like distance before everything else around you loads before you do. So I can get through a door pretty easily as an adult because I can walk half a foot before everything else loads in front of me pretty easily. But when I'm a baby, I can only move half an inch. So I have to find extremely sensitive areas that are gonna actually pinch me in between walls and help push my body out for me. So yeah, it's my favorite verb. And when you leave the vault as a 10-year-old, it's a little trickier, it's a little easier, but you move about 20% slower than you do when you're 16. And when you become 18, or I don't know if it's 17 or 19, I don't remember, but when you become an adult after your GECK, after your GOAT test, you Don't have any difference in movement speed rather than when you're 16, though. But the one thing that is different is you don't have that NPC dialogue glitch. So when an enemy is aggroed on you, you still have the audio of an NPC because you're young and they didn't give a child. I don't know. They didn't give him the audio of like a player character. They gave him the audio of a non-player character. So when you get shot and when you're aggroed on an enemy or an enemy's aggroed on you and then they're no longer aggroed, you'll say something like, "I guess it was nothing." So at the end of the game, when you kill Colonel Autumn and every enemy in pretty much the building, because you did that, you activated the thing at the end, the little keypad, and you saved the world and all the water resource. All the enemies are dead, but you still have your like dialogue active as a kid. So you're on the ground, passed out dead, and you're like, "I guess it was nothing." Yeah.
So the only time you shot a gun in this run was at the age of 9.
Yeah, I immediately fight the final boss, and then that's all New Game Plus material after that. That's all right. That went well. Only like one game crash, and it's really safe even with no stim packs because you can abuse the damage thing. But yeah, I'm gonna set up Oblivion now, and that should be a lot longer and almost the same thing. So stay tuned.
Woohoo! Thank you, Bubbles, again. Let's see if we got some new donations. Looks like we do.
This will be your own game.
What? Oh yeah, the room cam.
As soon as I said to set up, you were like,
I'm tired, dude. Someone has to feed me my Red Bull later. An IV line? Yeah, that's a good idea. Right in here.
We have $10 donation from an unnamed person. It says, "It's 5 in the morning here, and I can't get enough. Keep up the good work." Penguin donates $10 and says, "When I was little, about six or seven, I had to have surgery twice and had to stay in the hospital for a few days after. The second time, a couple days after, they took me to a playroom that had other kids and various activities. One of the things was a Sega Genesis that had Aladdin in it. I can safely say my love for video games was birthed at that moment." So this is a cause that I can really relate to. So thank you for all your hard work.
"No, it's what Wizard said earlier."
$100 from Anonymous, who says, because reasons. Thank you. We accept those reasons. Gilman donates $10 and has a similar experience. He says, "I spent a few days in the hospital when I was a kid and met a couple of children that had to spend countless nights there. It's not the same, but I've been there and know how it feels when you're alone as a little kid. You guys are awesome for making those children's lives easier. Also, save the animals." Save, yeah. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and start setting up for Oblivion. So tune in for that. We'll throw some music on, and then we had a bit of a schedule change up. Unfortunately, Fearful Ferret came down with an ear infection rather. So he had to step out. So in his stead, I'm going to be running Amnesia, Machine for Pigs, and Square Wave is going to do Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past. So look forward to that, as well as Bubbles Oblivion Run, which should be a thing. Damn it! What's the word? I don't know what I was looking for. A treat? Yes.
All it was swords.
Yes. All right.
Come on.
Whoa,